All right, audio rolling as well. And ready? Go live in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. What's good people? What's poppin' with the population? We are back again with another episode of Convos. I'm your host, Big Blanco. I'm here to smoke some weed and talk some shit. So grab your kush and join the convo. Today we have a very special guest. We are joined by the one, the only, the gas lady.
What's up, y'all? What it do? What it do?
Before we jump into this episode, we are going to get into our Spark Up of this week. Yes, the Spark Up is back. This week's Spark Up record comes from Killer Fonte. The record is Switching Lanes.
I'm in the Benz anytime. I'm switching both lanes. Told me she was hot, so I let her with my chain. If you don't want to crash, you better stay up in your lane. If it ain't money or respect, I'm no songs. These niggas doing anything to clout. Yeah, if they outside, just drop the load and we ain't around. I might get lost with all these ones up in my house. Instead of watching me, you better watch your mouth. Yeah, ain't know that talking you been doing. You must want to be my Glock. Go get some money. You too broke to be my eye. I'm a phantom in the mansion trying to turn these hoes up. To get up in this whip, you gotta lift the doors up. This nigga hella mad because the bitch chose up. She know if she with me, she gon' step her ghost up. This money coming rapid, no one never slowed up. I really had to put it down so I could pick my bros up. Yeah, watching out for snakes, gotta keep my grass cut. If he ain't got no strap, fuck it, be his ass up. See this bitch, the freak, you should've seen the last shot. And I don't care about your ex, bitch, don't bring his ass up. These niggas just be talking, I'm from 85th for real. Rest in peace of Chip, he brought money to the villa. Rollie froze up, check the diamonds in this bitch. I might fuck around and change the climate in this bitch, yeah. You been on that block all day, made it down, yeah. I used to do the studs, but today I'm doing flouse set. If anybody that's with me and you gon' die for that. Tell a hell of a lot, no, that ain't me, this ain't that kind of rap. I just broke a bitch and gave some money to my mom. I swear these niggas act like getting money is a crime. The money turn around and just ain't came your way. The brokest niggas always on the game all day. I used to sweat the hoes and now I let them choose me. You can keep that pussy, girl, that shit don't move me. I might just knock you down a couple times if I feel like that. Disrespect her every time I talk, but she still like, tell me that she got it, I might get it then, bitch. You say that pussy wet, then let me hit it then, bitch. I can't be out here fucking with these niggas cause they burn. Put the molly in my Gatorade and I get turned. And if you looking for me, bitch, on where it's good at. Smoking on the budget, hey, this where the jug at. You say you from the street, but nigga, where your hood at? I'm just counting up these papers with my nigga Bug at. You used to be the nigga, now you broke down, homie. Baby like the fro, but now she love the dreads on me. I ain't fucking on nobody couch, beds only. Matter of fact, let's make this easy, bitch, just put that head on. Go. Alright, mom, I'm understand. Matter of fact, let's make this easy, bitch, just put that head on. Go.
Hello.
Smoke some, bitch.
That was Killer Fonte with Switching Lanes. Great way to start this podcast off. Thank you for picking that record.
Oh yeah, shout out to Killer Fonte. He's actually pulling up to my Puff and Paint festival, so y'all want to come smoke with him, pull up. We gonna get into that.
Okay, yeah, we for sure go get into that. I am so bad I won't be able to make the 420 Puffin Paint, but
there's gonna be more chest.
Killer Fonte, listen, I need a smoke session with you, bro. You rap hard as hell, and I just let's smoke one. Listen, hey, what drop say?
Smoke some, bitch.
Hello.
Take out the bitch. No, respectfully.
Smoke some.
Rest in peace, Pimp C. But again, folks, we are here with another episode of Kushy Konvos, the podcast where we smoke weed and talk shit. So we're here with the gas lady, and I'd like you to give just your formal introduction to the fans out there, the folks who don't know you, or the folks who want to know you. Tell them a little bit about yourself and where they can find you on the interwebs.
All right. I'm the gas lady. I'm from San Jose, California.
It's saying,
Tank City, East Side. What do you do? Just saying. But anyway, so basically I throw cannabis events out here. I've been throwing them for about maybe 3 years. First it was a little rocky. Just kept going and stayed consistent. And now I got a fan base. Now everybody's like, okay, when's the next one? So I'm like, okay, when are y'all coming to the next one? So here's the next one. The next one's coming. We're going to talk about it.
Okay, I mean, let's jump straight into it. I mean, we here, we smoking. We got all the stuff out. Like, talk to the people. What we got going on?
Okay, so basically, like I was saying, I've been doing puffin paints, my cannabis event, for about 3 years now, and I wanted to turn it into a festival. So I was like, okay, now we're gonna add vendors, we're gonna add the extra food, we're gonna add the extra people coming through, the dab bars. I already got my dank bar, so that's gonna be there. So it's just gonna be something more, and it's gonna be 420 as well. So Saturday 420, San Jose. Y'all gotta go on Instagram and find me at The Gas Lady Presents. Okay? It's at The Gas Lady Presents. You're gonna find all my videos, you'll find all my information. It's all there. Tickets, get those quick because we halfway sold out and it's almost time. And listen, it's 420, it's a Saturday. This is something big. Everybody got something to do.
Ain't no hippie hill.
What we gonna do?
And you don't gotta leave the city. Listen, for everybody in San Jose and the South Bay, I was telling you before the podcast started, I'm relatively new to the city. The city has embraced me a lot, but I've been to Hippie Hill on 420 in my time living in the Bay so far. Cool, it's dope, great experience. Everybody should go, but it's not happening this year. So where else you gonna go? So pop out, pull up, 420 puffin paint.
Pull up to the puffin paint.
Yeah, it's not happening this year. It's not. Dope.
Oh, it's gonna go there.
Yeah. It's insane. Funny story is went back when Hippie Hill, like maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when it was just chill, it wasn't really hella booths out there, it's just, really tables. I went out there and I was, I'm doing my thing. So I went again. I'm like, I'm bringing a DJ. Shout out to DJ Shellheart. I don't even know if she remembered, but I pulled DJ Shellheart out. We have about 4 tents set up. So we got food, we got trees, we got,
out there,
we got rats, we got whatever. So it was so much that I don't even think they can handle it. Then they started to regulate it. Regulation wasn't working. Let's take a break. It's on a Saturday. That might be too much for everybody. Let's take a break on it, which is okay because y'all can come to my shit.
For sure, pull up on them. Talk more about your puppet paints and kind of where the idea came from and how you've experienced success and like what has been the key to this being so big. I mean, I met you last year. Just for a little bit of backstory about how this all came about. I met you last year here at Clubhouse. Shout out to Clubhouse again for hosting us for a venue for this podcast. Premier event space here in West San Jose. If you are looking for a space, please hit them up, clubhouse.ca on Instagram. But yeah, we met here about a year ago. Before this was Clubhouse, when it was still Kicks. And you were looking for a place to host your puffin paint.
Yes.
And around the same time, I was actually doing a puffin paint concept here as well. So when I first met you, it was like, dang, man, I should have popped in, I should have going. Like, I'm just getting mine started. But in learning more about you, I just saw how big yours had gotten in such a short amount of time. So talk to the people a little bit about, like, how'd you pull that off? How'd you do that? How'd you get started?
Basically, I'm really not a drinker. I wouldn't even say I'm really not a drinker. I'm not a drinker at all. Like, I'm a straight stoner when it comes to, having my good time, as you can see. So basically, I'm like, they're doing these sipping paints and stuff like that. I had already been doing events with, teenagers. Basically, I gave them a space for them to come and have a good time because you're not from here, but we used to have a club out here just for high school kids. It was called Club Low. And that was something I wanted to bring back. So I started bringing out different artists, Kai Bands, Mike Sherm, and it started, booming. Then it, was like, this ain't something I want to do no more. These kids is acting up. Okay. So I jumped into cannabis. As soon as I jumped into cannabis, it's expensive out here when it comes to, getting paperwork and trying to get, really, situated. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to hustle. So I'm like, private events. That's what I'm going to do, private events. And the sipping paint was going around. I'm like, puffin paint. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix my trees with that. And basically, I started going, once I was able to get my niche on how I wanted it to run, I was able to keep it going. Then somebody, basically one of my boys in San Francisco, he has a business. It's called B&B Wings and Things. Check them out, y'all. in San Francisco, and he was like, I want you to come to my restaurant and I want you to do your puff and paint every third Sunday. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, just come on. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm coming. So I came, and, you know, basically it helped me get on my feet and get ready for San Jose, because this is what I really wanted. I wanted to do something in my city, for my city, my people, my friends, you know. And basically that turned into me meeting new people. It started to be like, okay, I don't know anybody in here besides my mom and my DJs. So I'm like, okay, this is working out. This is going great. So I was just like, okay, keep it going, stay consistent. And that's what I've always, you know, learned throwing events. If you stay consistent, people are going to eventually come. You know, you got the right stuff, the right media, the right people, the right vibes. They're going to be like, okay, what is this all about? Let's just go check it out. So that's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm going through. I done been to LA. I done been to Vegas. I did a whole weekend in Vegas, which was actually really, really cool. Shout out to my lead TV. Y'all, man, I'm waiting on the next weekend because I'm coming, and I'm coming with it this time. When I went to LA, I did Hot Box Summer. What else? Pop Girl Summer. I also did something with Lavender Boys. Shout out to them. They actually just opened up a consumption lounge in Thailand, bro. That's crazy. So I'm trying to get over there too.
Whoa,
you know.
whoa. We got pause that a little bit. Talk about that. Okay, I like that. You know, some heavy hitters in the industry.
Yeah, they really doing their thing. You know, they was out in LA and they're like, hey, can you come do a puff and paint at our shop? And I was like, sure. And dude, nobody showed up. I didn't even care though, because I was like, I got this connection. You know, and as soon as they threw something out there, he was like, you know, why you didn't come? Like, you should have just came. Like, I was just like, okay. So now I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for them to get situated. We're going to do a puff and paint. Shout out to Filthy. Shout out to his daughter. Shout out to his family. I'm trying to get out there. I got my passport. I'm ready to go. Okay. International puff and paint. International gas lady. Which y'all know about it. Okay?
Gas lady going global.
Hey, you know, why not? You know, I want my city to, you know, expand and all the stuff and turn the city up, but you know, we got to keep it.
Most definitely. I love that hometown love here in San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody from San Jose truly love their city. Like, you know, and like I feel like the Bay tries to treat y'all like little brother a lot of times.
We ain't a part of the Bay. Come on, man. Shout out to my brother Traximillion.
Exactly.
Y'all don't even know what's up, so do your research.
I literally just posted today on Facebook about how the hyphy movement has such a big influence on me in high school.
That's what's up.
So, you know, being from SoCal, living in SoCal, like, people wasn't really fucking with it at first, to be honest. Like, I was like, what's this? What's it?
It's that North Cal, you know? They different over there.
But I fell in love with it. And, you know, so I've always known trash. You know, like it's been like a huge part of my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to move to the Bay and then come to San Jose, it's just, it feels different. And so I had the opportunity actually in February. I did the videography for the Traximillion tribute event at Jack's place.
Oh, I was actually there.
Okay, so
that's
you see my
I popped up in there.
I think I remember seeing you actually.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That was kind of a full circle moment for me. So like, just like again, I love the pride that you all have in your city. It's made me, you know, want to be involved so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing your thing, but I've been seeing you around the city, so you doing your thing, you doing your part. I really appreciate you for sure.
Listen,
thank you for having me again.
Yeah, you know, you were saying, you know, before we started about how like you are glad that there's a cannabis podcast, a 420 podcast here in San Jose, and not somewhere else. Where people have to travel to Oakland or San Francisco to be able to do things. You know, me being from San Diego, also from the IE. Both cities outside of LA, so a lot of people feel the need to travel to LA to do a lot of things and experience a lot of things. And so again, it's good to see a city that is close to bigger cities, more well-known cities, and y'all still hold it down for San Jose. Like it ain't no like we want to be San Francisco or we want to be Oakland. Like y'all want to be San Jose. It's the tank in that period.
That's just what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, so thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate it, dog.
But again, we're here for where we podcast have weekly conversations. So we got the intro, we've heard about the event. But let's talk more about your experiences and journey in cannabis and how you got started smoking. Some of your, I mean, we're gonna get into it all. You know, some of your highest moments. Some of
exactly.
Let's start from the beginning. How'd you start up?
Shoot, I think I was like 17 in high school, and my little sister was just like, "Hey, my friends are about to go smoke. You want to go smoke?" I was just like, "Okay." And after that, it was on the popping. I got with my partner, and shoot, next thing I know, she was smoking all the time. It is what it is. So I'm like, "Hey, this is just a thing. This is just a thing." You know, the hustle was just taught to be young. So at 18, you know, I was able, back at that time, I was able to go work at a cannabis club. So once I seen, you know, my uncles running one, I'm like, shoot, you know, I could go work at one. So I jumped into the cannabis industry instantly. Like, I'm able to do it. I'm good. So I did it for 3 years, and then they did that 21 and up law. But I was 21, so it worked out. By that time, I was a manager. So once we had a manager, and, you know, that wasn't working out, you know, I kind of just was just like, I could do this by myself. You know, I got plugs. I got people. I got the swag. My, father-in-law gave me up, laced me up with the game on how to, do what I do, rest in peace. But after that, I went on from there. And then, like I was saying, throwing the parties with the teenagers, trying to keep them off the street and stuff like that. I had basically was like, my uncle came to me, was like, "Okay, so what you gonna do with this cannabis stuff?" Like, my family's not big on smoking weed. We go to church and stuff like that. So they like, "What you gonna do?" I'm like, I'm finna get me a dispensary and do all this. It wasn't realistic. I sat down and had a conversation with myself. It wasn't realistic. So I'm like, okay, well, what are you gonna do while you're working on that? And I'm like, I've always done private events. I've always been able to, this is my DJ. So shout out to DJ Gas Can. I finally got my own DJ. He's my permanent DJ. Also shout out to Molly Mall. Also shout out to DJ Smokey Smoke. I just have, people that want to party and stuff like that. So once I was able to pick up the following on Instagram with the private events, I'm like, this is something I like to do. So, I'm still working on getting my dispensary, getting my retail store, getting my, my brand, my cannabis brand going, getting my own strain and stuff like that. But until then, I got to hustle, get this money, and it's people that smoke weed that want to chill and they loving my vibe. So I'm like, y'all come fuck with me. So, that's a little short niche.
Yeah, that's an interesting journey. What do you, because everybody, smokes for different reasons. Some people use it medicinally, some people use it recreationally, some people use it as an escape tool. What do you enjoy about smoking? Like, what is it?
It calms me down. It makes me hungry. It makes me not hungry. It makes me sleepy. It makes me not sleepy. Like, when I smoke my blunt, it's just like, all right, what are we planning to do next? What's the next thing? Like, what are we adding? Like, I'm really ready to brainstorm. Like, my brain don't stop going. So when I smoke weed, it slows me down. I'm like, okay, let's plan something.
Yeah. So more creative.
Yeah, I'm very creative. Man, when it comes to working, I'm a hard worker. Yeah. I'm constantly working. So when it's time to get to work, it's time to get to work. But when I go on vacation and it's time to relax, I hit my weed, I hit my blunt, I'm real relaxed now. I'm chilling. So it works for me in multiple ways. Pretty much always. So I done made it my overall thing to do. It is what it is,
Yeah.
That's just my thing. I don't drink, so hey.
Of course, no, I feel it. It's a similar thing for me. When I first started smoking, it was definitely more of a social thing.
Mm-hmm.
I hung around, my friends smoked all the time. It didn't really peer pressure me. Shout out to my friends from high school. Like, it was really like cool. Like, they would, I would go kick it at their house and everybody about to smoke, trying to smoke, and be like, no, not really. They was like, all right, cool. Like, you don't have to. Like, we just asking. Like,
just asking.
You cool if you smoking here? You want us to go outside?
Right.
Like, very respectful about it.
That's
So, like, they just continued to smoke. And, like, I grew up, same thing. My family, big in the church. So, like, he was always something that was just like, really taboo and like losers smoke and like. So like but I started around my friends and like they wasn't losers, like they wasn't.
We just do regular.
Yeah, my homies like went to school, wasn't in the streets, they just smoked.
Especially the hoopers.
Yeah. So one day I'm just like, can I hit that?
Yep. That one day, it just hits you. I think a week before I hit the weed, my dad asked me, like, have you ever smoked before? I was just like, no. And then that next week, I was hitting the weed, like, oh, shit. It's just that one day.
Yeah, but my very, very first experience was actually with one of my cousins. We were at the house, and the next door neighbor reached over the fence and handed us a joint. It took us like 3 days to smoke it because we were so scared about what was going to happen. We didn't know what being high was going to feel like. We didn't know what people was going to smell.
Story. Just reached over, like, here y'all go, like.
On the casual, like, it was like, we knew he smoked. Like, I was the next door neighbor, we was always outside playing this shit. We was like, I had to be like 12, 13 at the time.
Wow, he was just like, okay, I'm gonna get these fellas. Yeah, here y'all go. Try this.
So when we finally hit it, we went inside and me and him split a whole box of shredded meats. Listen, I regret that being my first time smoking. I should have waited until my second time when I smoked with my homies, because boy, that ass whooping you got. Because ain't no way you finishing a half a box of shredded mini meat in a big ass.
No. It ain't nothing like getting caught. I don't think I got caught like stone. But prom, I had copped the 8 for prom. And I had went home, it was in my backpack, and my grandpa was like, "Woo," smells like weed. I'll never forget it. And I kind of just looked at him and walked in the room. You know, I got dressed and all this stuff and went to prom. We had a good time, you know. So I don't think, but after that, I was like old enough, and then I was working at Cannabis, so my dad was just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't smoke with me though, so I was 21.
That's true.
Shout out to Pops.
I definitely smoked my pops.
I mean, those are great times. Smoking with your pops, that's great. Those are great times. You gotta appreciate those.
Shout out pops.
Yep.
But yeah, so I started out again as a social smoker, but kind of evolved into more like meditative. Like I enjoyed rolling up by myself at the house. And same thing as you, like just using it to slow things down a little bit to be able to lock in on a specific task. But I still like I really enjoy socials. To me, like cannabis is the great connector.
Being around other stoners too that love it, that's why I'm like really trying to get the cannabis events going out here, because it's like being around other stoners like, damn, you smoke too, like, oh, you be rolling those big old ones like me too, like, okay, bro, let's smoke. Like, we ain't smoke, I ain't passing, but you know, you roll yours and I smoke mine. You know, don't forget that is how the gas lady is. I'll give you your own trees, let you roll up your own stuff before I hit.
We grown. That's the way it's You're not 16. You passing around the gram and the swisher.
No.
Trying to make your way.
We're not doing that, exactly. But, you know, social smoking, just that, it is just really a vibe. Yeah. Especially, like, going down, I don't know if you've been to cannabis events in LA, like, man, the vibe out there is, like, at the events, like, everybody's just smoking, just chilling, it's so many different things infused with trees. It's like, man, how did you come up with this ice cream? I've seen all different kinds of stuff. Like, you know, just looks cool. The vibe is right. It just makes you love weed so much more.
I think we've all had probably. I would say everybody, if you smoked enough, you probably had some like. I don't know bad high moments, but some extremely high moments where you was a little too high.
Yeah.
Can you think of a moment where you was a little too high?
Yeah. So it would definitely have to be the second time I smoked. I was still in high school and getting the weed, but it was with some other friends, and this is a little bit stronger. And I went to class, and everything my teacher was saying, I felt like she had said it the day before. So I was tripping, and my teacher knew she knew I was loaded. She knew I was loaded, but she's one of my favorite teachers. Shout out to Miss Z. I hope, I pray I run into you again. But anyways, it was too much for me, and I had to, keep my head down in the class the whole time. So I was just like, that was actually when I knew my limits. Like knew my limit. Like when I start to feel like I'm getting lightheaded or it's too much where I need to sit down. I was like 17 when I knew that. So that literally was probably my bad moment of smoking weed. Literally, because I don't do that. You ain't gonna catch me slipping, bro. I'm on my toes at all times. I'm smoking to get loaded, but I ain't getting too loaded,
Sure.
so. But it also depends on the weed too, so you never know what you smoking. You get too loaded, you're like, all right. Because I do have a rule. I don't like to put my blunts out. It's halfway, I'm smoking it all the way to the end. So I just gotta sit down. Like, you see me smoking most of the time, I'm gonna be sitting down. Unless I'm working at my puff thing. I'm walking, so it's like...
I think that's an unknown hack. Like, a lot of people, sit your ass down.
Sit down. You're gonna faint. You're gonna pass out. Just sit down.
Sit down.
And chill. Enjoy it, So, I'm getting old, too. I'm in my 30s, I'm at the time where we can't sit down and smoke. I don't want to go.
Sure. I can think of two really high moments off the top of my head. You mentioned passing out. I have passed out before.
Okay.
At a music festival. I think I passed out twice at music festivals.
Okay. Big crowds.
Yeah, it be big crowds, a lot of smoke. So you're not even just smoking your weed. You secondhanding everybody else's.
Yeah.
That's in the vicinity.
And you're not even realizing it.
Yeah, and I felt it come. I was like, oh, so I tapped people. I was like, I couldn't even talk. I was like, I just shook my head. I was like, what's wrong? I was like, but I think that's explainable. He was like close. This was at the Day of Vegas Festival. In 2019.
Oh, wait.
If you've never been, if they ever bring it back, please bring back Day of Vegas. Like, Golden Boys. What are y'all doing? It's happened twice. I've been both times.
Wow.
And it is, to me, hands down, probably one of the best curated, large scale festivals. It's not the best as far as if you want to go have roller coasters and hella
Okay. Have you been to Rolling Loud?
I have been to Rolling Loud.
Okay,
Rolling Loud in New York. So it's not Rolling Loud, this big huge.
Okay.
But the music is just it's a perfect blend of hip hop and R&B.
Oh, okay.
It's not just all hip hop all day.
Right.
It's SZA headline the first year, I think.
Hey.
So it was Future, SZA, and Kendrick, I think was the first year or something like that.
That's a good vibe.
It's a great headline.
Yeah.
So perfect, great festival. But so that was where I passed out. Other really high time that I thought of. High right now, so I forgot it. Oh.
It'll come back.
I do have a high story about somebody else, though, that is, to me, I tell as the most hilarious thing that has ever happened to me in my history of smoking. This girl I was dating in high school, got her high for the first time.
Okay.
Big session, it was me, the homies, a couple of homies brought their girls. It was a thing.
Right.
It was, our girls smoked for the first time.
Exactly. Come on.
So my girl smokes. I think we had 4 blunts in rotation, probably blunt and a half. She stops the whole conversation. We thought something was wrong. She got up on her chair. We're just wait, guys, wait. So what's wrong? I can't feel my teeth.
Whoa.
We died laughing. It was hilarious. We were genuinely concerned. Is she about to pass out? Is she
what's gonna happen?
Oh no, you too high.
Right.
Skip her rotation next time. She's
skip her rotation. She needs to get out the room. You got to go, baby. You got to go. Baby, we're gonna get you some water. We're gonna figure it out. Get you some HGVT.
Wait, not even the funniest part. 10 minutes later, I forget what we were talking about. And then she just burst out of nowhere. She's like, "Who invented earlobes?"
What?
At that point, he was like, "Yeah, nah, we gotta get her out of here." Yeah, that is when we made her leave the session.
Yeah. She's probably either true stoner now or she doesn't smoke at all. You know? Okay.
She's still smoking.
Okay. True stoner. See?
Yeah. It's just hilarious. Hands down, probably the most hilarious first time.
Oh, wow.
Smoking.
That's hilarious. I gave them a tea.
We wasn't even smoking good weed like that at the time. Like, I know we was smoking stress at the
But
time.
for your first time, like, just in rotation, I couldn't even imagine. Were you guys in the room?
Oh, we was in the garage.
Okay.
Yeah.
A garage, that's, in closed setting, yes.
Yeah, it was in closed. Yeah.
For hotboxing, first time, definitely gonna start tripping. I mean, but at least she's okay. She was okay.
Oh, yeah,
like,
she was good.
No passing out and stuff.
I'm gonna always take care of my people.
Yeah, exactly.
I put some people through some crazy first time smoking experiences, but I'm always take care of my people.
When it's time to just stop, it's time to just stop, you know.
For sure. I had a homeboy hit the blunt twice and passed out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I felt that.
Wow. My little sister that actually got me smoking, she doesn't even smoke no more, but I took her out with one of my, a group of my friends. Basically, we were at Pride, I believe, and we're smoking a blunt. There's about 8 of us. We're all hitting some regular shit, you know, and she starts tripping. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm mad because I want to go. I got my girl with me. I'm like, you know, we lit, we out here, we turned up, okay. You know, little sis over here tripping. I'm like, okay, so we're going to walk over here to the park. We walked to the park. She was so paranoid, and basically she didn't even smoke again after that. But sorry. Shout out to my little sister Chelsea. But, you know, it's just like some people can handle it, some people can't. And it's just like, hey, my experiences, I was like, oh, I like this. This is great. This is really great. I can make some money. Hey, now we talking. Making some money from it, turning it into a business. You know, let's legalize it some more. Let's get it federally legalized.
Man, by the film, let us.
We need to do that first.
I said we wasn't gonna talk politics. Look,
Look at that. We literally said we were not gonna talk politics. Like it's just that's how it goes.
But we here. You said federally, and I was like, listen, look, Biden, if you don't do nothing else, legalize it.
Shout out to the student loans, but you know, to help the students and the loans,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
please.
stressed out, you know.
Mama's about to be crazy.
On that note, I'm gonna light up. That's what I'm spark up on that note.
Man, what other questions do I have? This has been a great combo.
Yeah. I love to talk about some trees. I will talk all day about trees, and it's crazy because I usually don't talk at all. Like when you see me, I wasn't talking.
Yeah, no,
I'm with my guy.
chill like me.
Me and my security, my bodyguard. Shout out to Uncle Rob. That's my dude. But anyways, after that, I'm smoking my weed.
Nah, shout out to Rob for real.
Yeah.
Help an executive producer in the background.
Hey, shout out to him. Uncle Rob comes through for everything. That's my security.
Set up good. Yeah. It's good to have a good team.
And basically, actually, he's pretty much not even just my security. He's my mentor. Like, getting into this music industry and getting into the cannabis industry, like, this is all game that I got from him. Like, he laced me with this game. Like I was saying, my family's coming from church. And he ended up being my babysitter, basically nanny at, like, 20. You know, Pops went out saying, like, y'all ain't throwing no parties here. So we got Uncle Rob. And once I had Uncle Rob, I've been with Uncle Rob for 13 years. So, and he's been right at my side. He's teaching me. So, yeah, shout out to him. That's my dog.
That's what's up. Do you have a team that you work with, or is it just you doing all this?
Man, it's really just me. And then my Uncle Rob is in the back scenes. When it comes to like, hey, maybe you should do this cake, or maybe you should try this. My nickname is Cake, y'all. Sorry about that. But I got my DJs, I shouted them out, and then, you know, I got a few plugs I mess with. You know, Waterboy Farm, shout out to them, and, you know, Loud Culture, he's gonna be a vendor at one of my events. I'm actually wearing his stuff right now. Shout out to him. I got the socks on too, that's my dog, you know. So they got gas. They, they really mess with me. So I mess with them too, and that's pretty much my little team and my little squad I mess with. I keep myself small.
Nah, that's
Just because, you never know. You just never know sometimes. So I keep, I always have a lot of associates around, of course, but those are my main people and my main team. But when it comes down to Puff and Paint, man, I'm doing the canvases, I'm booking the artists, I'm booking the DJ, I'm booking the venue. This is one that I'm collabing on. Shout out to Sancho's and shout out to DJ. I'm collabing with him, so it's a little less work. But the ones that I do by myself, it's just me. And I've been doing it for so long now. I'm just used to it. Like, all right, this is what I'm doing. This is my other job.
Sure. So, no, I love that.
Yeah.
I just I wanted to ask because in what I do in events and media, like a lot of the stuff I do, I have teams and a lot of people that we work with. But I have had adventures as well where it's been just me. So I think it's good for people to know, like, you can do it on your own. You can pull something together without a big team, a super large budget.
Yeah.
And it's just all about making connections. You make the right connections.
Being focused too. You have to focus, like, straight up. Like, I use my job because I'm still working to fund my business. That's how I keep it going. And that's how I keep myself busy. So, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sure.
Until, I'm Puff and Paint Global. Shout out to Thailand.
For sure. I mean, is that the ultimate goal for this to be your full time and what you do?
Yeah, I actually want to do other cannabis events too. Like, I want to do a brunch. I want to do all different types of game nights and stuff like that, karaoke's, and I'm working on it. It was just like I wanted to get my Puff and Paint rolling, so I could then focus on something else because I didn't know whether the dispensary and the retail was coming first, or is my private events the one that's going to be coming first, and that's what's going to fund the retail and the dispensary. So I'm like, hey, whatever works. I got multiple plans, so I'm going to go with God's plan, and God's plan said do it, so that's what we're doing. Hello.
Here we go. Pivoting a little bit, let's talk music. Yeah, you mentioned
it goes hand in hand with cannabis.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk more about music, your interest in music, what you do in the music industry and space. Let's get into
music, like, okay. I had seen my dad. My dad raised me on like Mary J. Blige, Brandy, Backstreet Boys, Anita Baker, stuff like that. OG, old school stuff. So it pretty much just stayed into me because like I can sing every old school song. It's crazy. So just growing up, I always begged for a CD player, begged for then my mom bought me a 5 CD player, and I was just like, oh, now I'm lit. I got the big speakers and all this stuff. So I've always loved music. But when I met Uncle Rob, he was just like, you can start doing, your own party. You were already doing parties in the backyard. Y'all parents has let you. You might as well get some money from it. Y'all ain't even charging nobody, but you got the house backed out. So I was just like, okay, well, once I started doing that, I seen this kid on Instagram. His name is Kai Bands. Shout out to Kai Bands. I'm throwing these teenage parties, and I'm like, okay, I need to get a kid in here that's their age that they can relate to and they can like and turn up. So I invited him. I booked him. He didn't even have no shows. He's never been booked before. I gave him $100 for gas. Come out here and do your thing. He came out here and did his thing. So once he did that and he kept coming back, I just kept booking him. I was just like, okay, what's up? So we started getting him in the studio, working with DJ Buddy. Shout out to DJ Buddy, DJ J12. Shout out to them. Shout out to B Walker. We want to get this kid with SOB. So I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. I've never even done this type of management stuff. So I'm like, okay, do I dive in it? Do I let this kid just do his thing? So basically, he started doing his own thing and blew up. Yeah. So I'm like, it's like, dang, that's great. I'm so happy that I was able to take you just, doing freestyles and stuff and put you in a crowd. Because I still got his first video of him performing, so I can't wait to get to his show. He's going on tour with, DB Got a Bag now.
Okay.
So I'm like, I can't wait to get to this guy's show and see him perform just to show him, like, this was you at 16. Now look at
Where
you.
you started.
You stay consistent.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, once you stay consistent, you're going to start to see a difference. You'll start to see a change in your life. And, your dreams will start to come true. So he wanted to be a rapper. At that time, his parents was just like, no. He needs to finish school. He's got one more year, let him finish school. So we was like, okay, well, let him finish school. I would say the same thing. I wouldn't want my kid just out rapping and stuff. No, finish, then you can go do it. So it was a little side thing. Then he started jumping. I'm like, all right, kid, I see you got your momentum. Now you going. So shout out to Kai Vance, And it's crazy because we did that at Tiki Pete's.
Okay.
In San Jose. Yeah. So before Tiki Pete's was real popping, like how it is every weekend now, I had the little teenagers up in there, close the bar, let them come in here, let them have a good time. We booked Mike Sherm like 5 different times, because he was going crazy. So, man.
That's dope. I don't see a lot of like teens.
Yeah. They're just out in the streets. It's a little different now because it's a little dangerous, but kids are different. But our parents said the same thing about us. The generation just keeps changing. So
we get old. That's when I knew I was getting old. That's when I knew I was getting old. When I started talking about the kids.
So now it's just like any artist I want, I know how to approach them. Like I know how to book an artist if I want to book an artist for real. So that's basically my little input and my little foot in it though.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about getting back into like a management role or like developing another artist?
Not so much. If I were to stick with the music industry, it'd be more on the concerts. Like I would love to throw a big old concert or a big old Rolling Loud, you know, and just book so many artists. And shame, brother. They sitting down eating. I'm trying to be like that, Management is a little hard.
As a festival goer, I can count your dollars.
Come on, man. VIP, like, come on, how they set up? Yeah, I need that. Because, management, you get your little 10% cut. It is what it is. You got to work a little harder. And you're also dealing with another personality as well. So that's not something that I would get back into.
I've tried it before. When I came out of college, I had to teach people how to manage. Even up until a couple years ago, I tried like managing. Like I can't be a hands-on day-to-day manager. I don't know how to talk to people sometimes. I don't realize that.
That's no problem.
That's why we don't talk a lot. That's why we just be chilling. I don't listen. I don't want to say the wrong thing or hurt anybody's feelings, so I'm just not say nothing. But yeah, I was really tough on the artists that I work with, because I feel like I know what it, like that consistency, like you gotta set a standard for yourself. And be like, if you want to take it serious and get a manager, like you should take that person's time seriously. And I just felt like so many people that I work with didn't take.
That's one thing you can't get back.
Yeah.
It's time, and people need to really understand that is do not waste people's time because that's one thing that you cannot get back. You can't go buy it at the store. People can't lend it to you. You get your 24 hours and that's it.
But yeah, similar to you, like I would love to throw a music festival. I would love to like curate something like that. So I don't know, maybe
we need to link.
Maybe something we can work with.
I don't know.
I mean, even on the event
you got the plug for real. I'm just saying, we talking to the plug, but you really the plug,
Yeah, the events is what I do. Like I really enjoy doing events. It's something I found when I was in college. I started doing like club parties.
Okay.
So I went to Morehouse in Atlanta. So
shout out to Morehouse. Wow, that's what's up.
Morehouse. Class of 2012.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was in Atlanta like on the tail end of the snap movement, right when the trap movement started.
Right.
So the Future first started popping off, Migos, the Gucci's, Wayne,
Betty Wap,
T.I., like all of that was around the time I was in school, and so I got into party promotion through working with some of the other party promotion companies that were in Atlanta doing the college scene at the time.
Okay.
And then some of me and my friends got together and we're just like, why don't we start our own? Like,
Right.
being from SoCal, I'm big on house parties.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to Atlanta, there wasn't a lot of house parties for underclassmen, like freshmen and sophomores.
Right.
You had to know a junior or senior with their own house to like for somebody to throw a house party you could go to. Like you had to know somebody. There wasn't no general like come function house parties. And so me and my friends got together and we built a house party promotion brand.
Okay.
So I had two godbrothers who were at Morehouse and they were both juniors when I got here. So kind of had a leg up on some other people because I knew some people. And so they introduced me to their friends who had houses close to campus. And we started throwing house parties close to campus. So that was kind of my first entry into throwing events. And I did that for 2 years. I did the first 18 and up strip club night in Atlanta. I don't think anybody's done that. Maybe somebody's done it since, but at the time, I didn't know nobody else.
Okay.
No, 18 and up nights. Terrible idea.
Let them know, bro.
It's a terrible idea. I understand why nobody did it and nobody tried to do it anywhere else.
Hey, that crowd's a little different, brother.
I mean, you gotta know, it's broke college students. Like, that's what I was promoting to. So, it was college students coming to the strip club, paying entry to get in, paying their 2-drink minimum. Most of them were under 21, so they 2-drink minimum is 2 Sprites or Cokes. And not really. And so that's a couple dollars there. So they spending maybe $30 because now they don't got no money to throw at the girls.
Ooh. That's too bad.
So, yeah. It only lasted for like 2 months, but
I mean, it's a start.
It was good while it lasted.
Start.
I was the man for 2 months.
Period. That's all that matters. They remember it. Y'all remember it.
For sure. Shout out to everybody on Evil Genius. Good times. But yeah, after graduating, my next foray into events was when I started managing a clothing company. So I was doing like marketing and branding for clothing brands, guys that I worked with after I was working at Enterprise. And we started doing events to promote the clothing company. And similar to you, like being able to book artists and book talent, like in San Diego, there's a big hip hop scene, but downtown San Diego at the time wasn't really embracing hip hop acts. Like
I feel
I mean, I understand it. Well, every time YG used to come to San Diego, the spot would get shot up, so they kind of stopped with hip hop like that.
I got plenty of stories on that.
Comes with the territory sometimes. But we found some venues that let us like throw events. So we started doing like pop-ups and flows. We did like small local artists. And like people would come for the music. So we were like, why don't we do bigger events?
Right.
So for our 1-year anniversary, we rented this beach house up in the hills in La Jolla. Well, I guess it was an Airbnb, not a beach house. You can see the beach. So it's San Diego. Everything is a beach house. But we got this Airbnb up in the hills in La Jolla, and through this like big party, we had DJ Abdel from Selection. DJ, we had like 4 or 5 performers. And then for our 2nd year anniversary, we actually ended up looking Chasing Cash, Casey Veggies, and this artist who was signed to Rock Nation at the time, Busy Crew. And like that was like huge for us. Like we didn't really know what we was doing. Like booking artists, we had to book hotel rooms for them, get transportation in order. It didn't work. It was like a team of like 8 of us, and we just like all came together and like figured this shit out. We put them all in the same hotel, figured out how to like, get room for them, how to sell tickets, how to make our money back.
Because you got to get the money back.
Luckily, Chasing Cash was living in LA at the time, as was Casey Veggie, so they drove down from LA, so we just had to pay gas. But we had the other artist, he was from Florida, so we had to pay to get him from Florida to San Diego and put him up. But yeah, that was a dope experience for me, like being able to book artists, so, like you were saying, like.
That's crazy. We have so much in common. I'm so glad you called. I'm so glad we talked. I'm so glad we talked.
But yeah, so like to get simply with you, like that's what got me into the music space. And also I used to be an artist when I was a teenager, all the way through college. To this day, I still do a little bit. Yeah, I might be dropping some stuff soon. I've been writing for the last few weeks. So got a few something.
Hold on, the Blanco drop. Hold on.
Listen, Blanco not just a shooter. Blanco might be a rapper, but I'm not a rapper. But yeah, man, I love this music thing. Like R&B is huge R&B. Artists,
Yes. Oh, you just named Tinnitus for sure.
Yeah, I can listen to those two all day.
Yeah.
But also, I love my hip hop. Future, Drake, Kendrick.
The good ones.
Yeah. What you think about the little civil war going on right now?
It's crazy. I mean, Kendrick was talking his shit. Talk your shit, bro. They was talking about Drake been talking and sneak this the whole time. So, he's good for that. So, if I ever meet Drake, I didn't say that, but, it is what it is. I'm a real nigga. I keep it real, but it's different, But it's fun and games for the fans and stuff.
For sure.
Hopefully it don't get taken to the streets.
Like, bring back. I love the sport of it. Like I miss hip hop being fun. Like,
Exactly.
50 Cent was who got me started rapping. Like,
Okay.
How to Rob was like the most hilarious, but like the most like just interesting song. Like I really fucked with that. So I was like, I want to rap. Like I want to rap. This man did the whole industry, and it was funny, but it was like good balls. Like he was really rapping. So like that really got me into rapping. So like even his beef with Game, like with
he take it there. It's funny too. He really take it there. He really takes it there. But ain't nobody saying nothing to him.
You don't want to smoke with him. Don't
Exactly.
Don't mess with him. Don't get personal with him, because he will get personal. You don't want your baby mama all over Instagram. Leave that man alone.
That's the thing. Don't take the rap beat so serious. Don't get so sensitive. We rapping, and somebody did it. It is what it is.
You kind of started like talking your shit at parties. Like that's
exactly.
It's all fun. It's all fun.
Exactly.
House Party, one of my favorite movies. Shout out, Kid.
Hey.
What's some of your favorite movies? Or movies to watch when you're not?
Django for sure.
Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street. Show.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Okay.
Let me go. Friday. That's always a good one.
Favorite Friday.
I will go with this. Oh, it's between the second and the third for sure. Cause Cat did his thing.
Oh yeah.
Cat did his thing, in that one. But the second one, they really, introduced himself. He came out.
Next
I watched his podcast. His podcast are actually, his interviews are actually really pretty good. So how he did that, he was, just young, getting into it. So some of it just being off the dome, that was cool to hear. So. Yeah, Friday. I'm gonna say one more. What's a good one? I'm gonna go with Focus.
Wow.
With Will Smith. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one. Them is my go-to movies that I watch just like every day with my uncle. Like, which one we watching today?
I might watch Wolf of Wall Street.
That's great. It's long, but it's great.
Hella long. I remember watching it for the first time, thinking it was over like 7 different times. Oh, it's still going?
Yeah. If you have not watched that movie, go watch it. That is a great movie to watch.
Like by the time you drove home off the Quaalude, I thought the movie was gonna be over right there.
No, that was just.
Oh, this has to be the end of the movie.
Like this dude still.
This has to knock him out of it and get him to just tighten up and get out of the game. Nope.
Bro, it's still going. Oh man, I love all the words to that movie. That is one of my all-time favorites. He did a great job.
What's some of your favorite songs to listen to? Like what's on your smokers playlist?
I like a lot of the 90s R&B, 2000s R&B for sure. And then I do like the Bay Area music. I like to support, local artists and stuff like that. But basically, yeah, pretty much that. My favorite song right now, who do I keep playing, man? Get It Sexy. That's crazy. Like, dang, she going hard in this. I like this song. Like, it's hard. And then, bump, hey, that shit go crazy. And then what's another one? Shit. I don't know. I got a list. It's so much music, but
I had to ask.
it's so much music. You know, music is it keeps going. It keeps going.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I got too many more questions. Anything else you want to plug? Anybody else you want to shout out?
Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate this. This was cool. I like this little vibe, this little conversation we had. Most of the podcasts were like, okay, what's your name? Where do you come from? You know, stuff like that. This was a little different because we was able to have other conversations about different stuff. You know, and we was able to keep the conversation going. And we found out so much about each other, which was great. So the Puff and Paint Festival is 420, on Saturday. And look, we got so many vendors. And look, the sponsorship.
Shout some of them out.
The sponsorship. Okay.
I'm going to get to everybody, but shout some of your vendors and sponsors.
So first of all, we got High Class. I actually met High Class here at the clubhouse, which is really crazy. And I seen his product. I seen his placement, his marketing. It was super dope. We got Heavy Hitters. That's a super big brand. I know y'all seen them in all the dispensaries that y'all been in. Even if you go in any dispensary, I guarantee you're gonna see some Heavy Hitter stuff. So shout out to Anthony. Basically, let's see who else we got. We got Loud Culture. I shouted him out. That's my dog. He already coming through. We got let me think. It's so many. DSC. We got Town Loud. We got oh my God, it's so many people. Y'all gotta go on my Instagram. It's so many people that's gonna be there that y'all gonna want to see. So at the Gas Lady Presents, don't forget, at the Gas Lady Presents.
Is that where people can go to find ticket information as well?
Yes, it's all, the link is all in my bio. Okay. It's all there. Yeah, and it's gonna be co-hosted by my cousin 3D Dev. Shout out to 3D Dev. Everybody knows my cousin. It's so cool. It's like you're so popular, bro.
He was actually we actually had him on a previous episode.
Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, that's my cousin. That's my first cousin. That's my dog for real.
He is also out here working.
He's making moves.
That man.
He's making moves.
I actually linked up with him last year. He hosted at our Feast Mode food festival.
Yes.
Downtown.
I was so happy for him.
Yeah, so he had come by the office and we linked and had a couple conversations and we were looking to add some entertainment to the event. We were just like, I need somebody to curate the stage.
Yes.
So, he's a perfect guy. We had a podcast and we were trying to work on producing this podcast through Redwood. And he hosted 2 events for us and I was like, oh yeah, this dude going places.
Yeah.
He's just everywhere with Say Some, with Shimo, with his pull-up podcast.
Exactly.
Like, working with you.
He's gonna be there.
He's gonna be working with Culture Night Market again this year, hosting something for us. So
random.
Listen, random. Shout out to 3D. Yeah, shout out 3D Dad for sure. But yeah, I guess we're gonna get out of here.
This is great.
I appreciate you pulling up. One more time, give me your Instagram. Where you find
The Gas Lady Presents. Please go on Instagram. That is the quickest way you can contact me, find me, talk to me, see me, find the next event. After this, I plan to do a collaboration with Heavy Hitters, so look out for that. Right after we do this 420 Fest, this is a test run, y'all. This is a little test run. I might have to find a bigger venue depending on how this works out. So bear with me. But the tickets are there. The tickets are halfway sold out. I got tickets for people that just want to come, puff, and vibe because it's 420. But you're also going to be included in this raffle. So, I got so much,
some of the raffle prizes.
Basically, I got hash holes. I got some Cubanos. Heavy Hitters is donating some of their elixir drinks. They're also donating some of their swag bags. I got
plenty of prizes.
it's
Listen,
a lot.
Y'all hear it.
It's a lot. I got candles being donated. There's gonna be some Hawaiian shake, ice, fried Oreos, all different kinds of stuff, bro. I got my dank bar. You know, so
okay. I want you to know the only reason I can't make it is because it's my little brother's bachelor party.
Bro, there's gonna be
If it
more.
was not, this sounds
I might have to keep this festival thing going. It might work out for me.
Oh yeah.
Loud Coach is gonna donate some swag, so you might donate some in the tree, you know. So
I am definitely just so people know the reason this whole connection even came about, the offer to come on the podcast because you reached out to have us involved with the Puffin Bay Festival.
right,
And so I don't know, now that we're here and we're talking, we gonna make something work.
we're going to
make something
work.
I got a team, got Josiah back there on the board, so maybe we
Hey,
take him,
shout out to Josiah.
work out something, and maybe we do a live something there. Can we bring some cameras and stuff?
Oh, that'd be so dope. Cause we've tried that. I actually did that with 3D Dev, and he brought the podcast to the thing that we were able to set up and all the stuff. So that actually worked out.
Okay.
The building I was in didn't have good Wi-Fi. You know, we they.
Oh, listen, our setup is all analog. We don't even need
Exactly.
Well, to stream it live, yes.
Exactly. But that's dope. That's a dope ass idea. I'm so
but
down for that.
I've been talking to some people too. I'm trying to bring in a person on the team to be like a field segment host to be able to go out to events and like stuff like that. So we definitely this won't be the last time you see Kushy Konvos and the guys lady. Well, again, I appreciate you coming by. This has been another episode of follow, like, subscribe, share, leave us 5 stars, leave a review, do all that good stuff, smash all them buttons, but most importantly, tell your friend and your fine aunties.
Smoke some, bitch.
Yeah.
You can catch us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the other social media platforms coming soon at Kushy Konvos. That's Kushy Konvos with a K. Email us if you feel like it, any inquiries, any business, kushykonvos@gmail.com. Till next time, as always, keep it cushy. I do got a smoke out record for you all today. My phone was playing music on shuffle this entire podcast. So when I hit pause, it was on a song that I actually like. So this is J. Cole and Lil Baby. Pride is up.
Kushy Konvos.
Smoke some, bitch.
Pride is the devil. Think you got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil.
I do want to add one more thing while this is playing. I didn't bring snacks today. And I meant to talk about that. That was supposed to be like a segment on this podcast. I wanted to talk to you about high snacks. But I did bring two of my favorite high snacks. The Chewy Chips Ahoy with Reese's. Gotta be with the Reese's and gotta be chewy. You can't be high and crunching on shit. Like that. High snacks is a science, folks. Gummies, chewy chocolate. She just also works. You don't want to not too heavy on the bread because you need some kind of bread to like help you out a little bit. So they're like Pop-Tarts, some cheeses, goldfish, great high snacks. But I rock the Chewy Chips Ahoy with Reese's and the white cheddar chicken.
I'm loving those
Gotta be the white cheddar. But alright, folks, we got to get out of here. Again, it's been another episode of
Kushy Konvos, baby.